Welcome to episode 50, Reflection of video 40 through video 50.
Episode 41 was It's Cold Outside. That video was just explaining it's pretty darn cold out here during the winter, and all we have is just a little propane heater, and it costs if we run it non-stop. But that video is just explaining what I've been doing lately, and that we do the rest of the videos without scrolling, that we would do them just talking for you. But we ended up doing some scrolling, but that was that episode.
In episode 42, we talked about how we got started scrolling and stuff like that, and it just kind of explains, a couple years ago when we first really got into scrolling, just kind of talks about what we've done in the past couple of years with scrolling.
Episode 43 was how I got started and why in the videos, and it was back in October of 2012. It's not too long ago, but a lot of the reason why I've learned so much about scrolling is from videos from Steve Good mostly, and some from other people even. I just want to spread the knowledge and the work of scrolling with other people, so that's the main reason there.
In episode 44, we talked about a vacuum sealer, and we kind of brought that into the projects as clamping up things just using the air suction, and it kind of makes it easier to dry or clamp certain projects so then they'll dry, and just talked about how you use that.
In episode 45 we talked about the craft of marquetry, and that was a video of, it was about a half hour long I think, so if you go back in that video, I had a discussion with a woman by the name of Becky on the forum, and we had still talking quite a bit about marquetry and different techniques of using it. And this video, of course, with the scroll saw, I did the technique of it and just explained how I go through the process and all that. So the project I made, I'll show you it up close here. Just a simple little leaf with the border around it, and that was just a simple project I made using marquetry with the scroll saw.
In episode 46, we talked about the favorite project or favorite piece we've ever made, and it was an Indian with like a lot of cuts to it, and it just kind of, there's a lot of fretwork into it, and it just looks really good, so that's why it was our favorite project.
In episode 47, I explained who my favorite woodworker was and asked you guys who yours is. And other than Steve Good, of course, with the scrolling, I watch a lot of The Wood Whisperer by Mark Spagnuolo. He has many instructional videos for free on YouTube, and start to end projects and all those, and I just learned a lot of different techniques and stuff that he uses in woodworking, and can put them into scrolling and stuff like that. So that was episode 47, my favorite woodworker.
And then episode 48, we did Abraham Lincoln, just because of President's Day, and here's Dustin to explain more about it.
Thank you, Dylan. And the pattern for this portrait on the forum was a guy named Ray Hayes, and in the video I said E-I-E-I-O. That's the profile name that he has on there, so I sort of laughed during it because I was singing the song, E-I-E-I-O, yada yada yada. So that's why I was sort of laughing through it, and you saw the skips in it, but I learned his name, and that's Ray, and it didn't say on there, so yeah, saw me laughing through that. But a good pattern. I also cut it George Washington a couple days ago before President's Day, and I cut that in time because it's such a nice pattern. It only had actually 9 cuts to it, and the actual thing besides the name, and that it still looked pretty nice afterwards. So great patterns by Ray on the forum there. Thank you for making them, and I enjoyed cutting them.
In episode 49, we started our little every 9 episodes now will be a scroll saw talk, and we talked about the upper thumb screw, put little adapters on it to make it easier to tighten and loosen the blade and stuff, and just kind of went talking about that.
That leaves us with episode 50 that you're watching right now. At the end of episode 49, the scroll saw talk number 1, you probably heard me say something about I will tell you about some cool projects at the upcoming videos 50 through 60, and those are going to be called tribute projects, and tribute to my grandpa. He's been gone for a while now, but he still has quite a bit of work that's sitting around in our house and other, like my grandma's and uncle's house and stuff like that, because I started scrolling after he had passed, but I had learned a lot from his projects that he has made and used quite a bit of his patterns. So in the tribute projects, we'll be selecting different projects that he has made, and I will produce one just like it in honor of him. So that will be the upcoming videos of the 50 through 60. So I hope you enjoyed this reflection video, and I'm Dustin.
And I'm Dylan.
We'll see you next time on the Country Scroller, where we'll have some exciting videos.
Thanks for watching.